Did you hear the breaking news that's got retirees jumping for joy? The Social Security Administration just dropped a bombshell announcement that's about to put an extra $1,980 in the pockets of beneficiaries across 9 states. If you're wondering whether you're one of the lucky recipients, keep watching because I'm about to break down everything you need to know about this game-changing boost in benefits. Before we dive deep into this exciting development, let me ask you, have you ever felt like your Social Security benefits just weren't keeping up with today's rising costs? Well, you're not alone. Millions of retirees have been struggling to make ends meet, especially with inflation hitting hard these past few years. But here's where things get interesting. This new boost might just be the relief you've been waiting for. Now, you might be thinking, why only 9 states? That's a great question, and I'm going to explain exactly why certain states were chosen for this increase. It all comes down to something called the Regional Price Parity Index, which measures the cost of living differences across various states. The Social Security Administration has recognized that beneficiaries in these specific states have been dealing with higher living expenses without adequate compensation. Let's talk about eligibility. The first thing you need to know is that this isn't just for retirees. It also applies to disability beneficiaries and survivors who receive Social Security benefits. But here's the catch. You need to be a resident of one of these 9 states: California, New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, Hawaii, Washington, Oregon, Colorado, or Maryland. If you're living in any of these states, you might be looking at an additional $1,980 in your annual benefits. But wait, I can already hear some of you asking, when will these increased payments start? The SSA has announced that the rollout will begin in the next quarter, with payments being gradually implemented over a 3-month period. This means some beneficiaries will see the increase sooner than others, but don't worry. The payments will be retroactive to ensure everyone gets their full entitled amount. Here's something fascinating that most people don't realize. This boost is actually separate from the regular cost of living adjustment (COLA) that happens every year. That means if you're eligible, you'll receive this $1,980 increase on top of any COLA increases you're already getting. Pretty amazing, right? Now, let's address another common question. Do I need to apply for this increase? The short answer is no. If you're eligible, the increase will be automatically applied to your benefits. However, it's crucial to ensure that the Social Security Administration has your correct address and state of residence on file. I'll share some tips later in the video about how to verify and update your information if needed. Let's break down the numbers a bit. This $1,980 annual increase translates to approximately $165 extra per month. While that might not sound like a fortune to some, think about what you could do with that extra money. It could cover your utility bills, help with prescription costs, or even allow you to treat yourself to something special once in a while. Every dollar counts when you're living on a fixed income. But here's something you really need to pay attention to. This increase could affect other benefits you might be receiving. For example, if you're getting Supplemental Security Income, SSI, or Medicaid, this additional income might impact your eligibility or benefit amounts. Don't worry though, I'll explain how to navigate these considerations in just a moment. One of the most interesting aspects of this announcement is the reasoning behind selecting these particular states. Take California and New York, for example. These states have some of the highest living costs in the nation, with average housing expenses often double or triple the national average. The SS's decision to provide this boost acknowledges the unique financial challenges faced by beneficiaries in these high-cost areas. Here's another question that's probably on your mind. Is this increase permanent? Yes, it is. Once implemented, this boost becomes part of your regular benefit calculation. It's not a one-time payment or temporary measure. It's a permanent adjustment designed to better align benefits with regional living costs. Now, let's talk about what this means for future generations. This precedent-setting decision by the SSA could pave the way for more regionally adjusted benefits in the future. It's a recognition that a one-size-fits-all approach to Social Security benefits might not be the most effective way to ensure retirement security for all Americans. But here's something you might not have considered. This increase could also affect your tax situation. While Social Security benefits are already subject to federal income tax for many beneficiaries, this additional income might push some people into a higher tax bracket or affect the taxation of their benefits. It's worth consulting with a tax professional to understand how this might impact your specific situation. Let me share a little insider tip with you. If you're currently planning your retirement and haven't started taking benefits yet, this news might affect your claiming strategy. The increased benefit amount in these states could make it more advantageous to wait longer before claiming your benefits, potentially increasing your long-term financial security. Speaking of planning, here's an important consideration. If you're thinking of moving to or from one of these 9 states, timing matters. The SSA will use your state of residence at specific cutoff dates to determine eligibility for the increase. I'll explain more about these deadlines and what they mean for you in just a minute. Now, you might be wondering about the application process for those who are just about to start receiving Social Security benefits. The good news is that new beneficiaries in eligible states will automatically have this regional adjustment factored into their benefit calculations. There's no need for additional paperwork or applications. Let's address another crucial question. What if I split my time between 2 states? This is particularly relevant for retirees who spend winters in warmer states. The SSA has specific guidelines about determining your state of residence for benefit purposes, and I'll explain exactly how this works. Here's something that might surprise you. This increase could actually help local economies in these 9 states. When retirees have more disposable income, they tend to spend more in their local communities, creating a positive ripple effect for businesses and services in these areas. But let's talk about what really matters: how this will affect your day-to-day life. An extra $1,980 per year means different things to different people. For some, it might mean finally being able to afford that needed home repair. For others, it could mean being able to visit grandchildren more often or pursue a hobby they've been putting off due to budget constraints. Now, if you're watching this and you don't live in one of the 9 states, you might be feeling left out. But here's something interesting. This decision could potentially lead to similar adjustments in other states in the future. The SSA is closely monitoring the impact of this program, and its success could lead to expansion to other high-cost areas. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more updates on Social Security benefits and retirement planning. Click the notification bell to make sure you don't miss any important news that could affect your benefits. Do you have questions about how this increase might affect your specific situation? Drop them in the comments below. I read every comment and try to respond to as many as I can. Also, share this video with anyone you know who might benefit from this information, especially if they live in one of the 9 affected states. Remember, staying informed about your benefits is crucial for maintaining financial security in retirement. Whether you're already receiving benefits or planning for retirement, understanding these changes can help you make better financial decisions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll dive into more retirement planning strategies and Social Security updates. Stay tuned.